alone without my wife. My wife is.
That's
I'm
not-
going. I'm 3 weeks
Back and
here.
forth to Antwerpen.
Yes, to Israel. No, I'm
To
in
Israel.
Yes.
Antwerpen is finished.
Yes. My parents was there, but
In Jerusalem?
in Jerusalem. Yes.
Wow.
I was also 4 years in Odessa. 3 years ago.
Golda Meir for some of this.
Yes.
Keep smiling.
Today.
Yeah.
Cheese and cheese.
Yes, have a lot of success.
This gentleman is a rabbi from Antwerpen.
Antwerpen.
And he knew another rabbi who I knew
Yes.
from Antwerpen, Dov Levitsky.
Yes.
Very nice guy.
Now I'm living in Jerusalem and I came here to help. Joel Storch.
Joel Storch.
And now I came to help here the community from Rav Bleich, to give shiurim and to say, to help them a little bit in Rochnies.
I am working with Jewish Live Television in Los Angeles. And it's a cable that goes to 50 million houses in America. And it's important that they know about what's happening to the Ukrainian Jews there.
This is the shul.
How are you speaking to these guys? Do you speak Russian?
No, I speak Hebrew, most of them in English, and I have a very nice guy.
Oh, I met him, the Israeli guy.
Alone without my wife. My wife is.
That's
I'm
not-
going. I'm 3 weeks
Back and
here.
forth to Antwerpen.
Yes, to Israel. No, I'm
To
in
Israel.
Yes.
Antwerpen is finished.
Yes. My parents was there, but
In Jerusalem?
in Jerusalem. Yes.
Wow.
I was also 4 years in Odessa. 3 years ago.
Golda Meir for some of this.
Yes.
Is my new young friend, Yaakov, one of 12 children
Coco.
from Yerushalayim. He speaks Russian. He's been 15 years in Kiev,
Cheese.
helping Rabbi Black.
Add cheese.
And he looks like he's a Sephardi,
But I'm not.
but he's totally vuz-vuz.
I don't have a problem with Sephardim, but
No,
I'm
but he's not. But he looks like it.
Yeah,
He looks a little Schwarz.
a nigger.
Yeah, that you cannot say that on television. We're going to have to exclude that. We're going to have to cut that off.
Tilas hadun lo yedaber pi borech kol mos shem kol shlo yom boed vanachnu borech yom yato ve'adun man elio is gad al vis kada ash shmei rabo yom khitz vi amal khitz vi atus kol bekom beshichay khayf vi mekel makal kol beis israel ba'gun lo vis man kum vi bim yomay hay shmei rabo ve'adun Burich Atu Adonai. Eloi Hainim. Now we're saying that we're saying Yaakov. We're like Eloi. Do we Chasunim Tovim? Kol Yaakov. וזוי חי חסדי וס מביגוי לבני בני ממש פוי ביאב ובני חוי זר משי מוגן בוריך אתו אדוינוי מוגן אברום אתו גיבר אלוהי לא מאדוני מחל מסים אתו רב נשייה מוידי את אתו מחל ככה בכסף ורעי מסים רחם רבים צוי מה יחמוי פלי ברוי פרוי למטר עשירים ומקיים ימינוס ולישנה יופור ויחו בוי חובך מיוסי גדוי מלוך מלך מי מסמכה בת פרשיו ובני מלאתו לך יסמייסים בוריך אתו אדוינוי וחיי המייסים נקדישו ונעריצו 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 זה ויומר קודש אדוני תמות גבוהי דודי ימוס אמה משפכים ואומרים בורים גבוהי דודי במקוי ומביאים קודש חיקות ספלאים מוים אם לא יחד אדוני אלוהי ולאה יצילו דבדר על אלוהי אתם קדוש וקדוש קדוש בכל המון רוצה לקדם אל הגבול וקדושות בוריך אתו אדוני הוא האלה קודש אתו חוינן יהוד ובדל ובשבינו רונאים לתוך בדוגת בוריך אתו אדוני חוינן הדועס השבינו ונוסע עושה רבי קובענו מה כן הרוצה רבי יחס אחרי ושישת בנך בוריך אתו אדוני אורוי צביס ישיבו סתקנו לבידיוק אותו למחל מקין כבשון נקיל כבזן החוד ובריך אתו אדינוי חנן אמר בליסלויה ראינו מדינה בריבו ובמשמר ככל לכל סוכות ובריך אתו אדינוי גויי ישראל רפואי אדינוי ונרופי שירים שנסה נאותו ועלי רשם ושתם רוב ונוסה לקלבן הרוי ונאמון ורק המונות ובריך אתו אדינוי אוי ואיכוי לעמו ישראל בורא יכול העיני אדוני עולה נסה שלו לצצחום מיני צפוס וצפסים ברוך על פדו וסבנו מטיבו יבורך שנושא לקשור לתצרוך ילדו במתיבות ומבורך השונים בורך אתו אדוני ובורך השונים תקע בשוי פורגודוי ללחי וסנים צול תקעת גולסים כבזה נייר על מאיר ויעמק על פייצול תעצני בורך אתו אדוני מקבע אצנידכי עמו ישראל ושינו שותי לגושים למעשים תרבוסים ונגבנו רום לא ירונים למאיר ואתנו למעט וחזר ורח מצצים בין נשפט בורך אתו אדוני מלך אוי האף צדוקו עם משפט ולאמר לשינים על ציב על המיני גריבי לבכל לא מבריס ואתם ירוצה כדשה ורוסמה כסחל לשמין סכנים מרב יומי לבורך אתו אדוני שוי ואירוי וממחני עזיינים על הצדיקים על החזים והזיק תשרס אמרו בית ישראל ועל פתע בסופרים והגר הצדיק ובולעיני ים לרחמך ועדין עולים וסיסורות ורבית ומשאים רוביהם וזבסים כל כהנים והם אלוהי אלוהי נבויש כי ברוב אותו כל החס רק גדול במיסוד וסום נשום בורך אתו אדוני משומעים מתוך לצדיקים ולירושלים מירחו ברחמים טוב שנסישקה בישראל ובגלל שדיברתי ולא ישבי טובים ולמיני לא אלום וכי זה דוד אבנו קוראים לזה אלוהים בורך אתו אדוני בואי נא יריש אלוהים סמד דוד אבנו אומר תתמי מכאן ומשעושה למשעות מיני כל יום תפני שיר בורך אתו אדוני מצמיח קרן ישיר עבור רחמון שמה כהלייני אדוני אולייני חיצו רחם אולייני קבל ברחמן וברוצה נצביל לסייני גאל שומעת ולסח לנימותו מלפונך ומרכן רעי כמל שווי נכונאי נבנאי נשפט לסייני גאל תושמי התפילס כל פה עמכו ישראל ברחמים בורך אתו אדוני שוי מיית תפילו רצי אדוני אלוהינו ממך ישראל וסום שי ביושב וסם בישר לישי ישראל וסום רבי אבס קבל ברוצוין צילה רוצוין תומיד אבל אז ישראל לברך וסחסנו עינינו בשום לציל ברחמים בורך אתו אדוני המחזיר שכינוסו לציון בואי נמא אנחנו לא שואתו יד ניול אתו כאילו יכולי רחמך ומרחם כאילו שם רצדו כמיונים כבנים לא ועל כל מזבור וישראל מביס נעשי שבחו מלכנו תמיד לא לבית וכל החיים גרוסי לביאה לבוך שם עבדון מכתוי בו אלי שעושה נבץ עושה נושא נועל הטויב בוריך אתו אדוני הטויב שמחו אלכונו אלוהי דויב שים שולוים טויבוי ברוחו חיים חיים וחסד ורחם ומולנו כל ישראל אמר בחי לביני כנון גן בוי פניכו כי בוי פניכו נסתו נוני עדיני עולים תור עשרי ויאבס חסד יצדוקו יברוחו ברחם ובחיים שלו בכל טויב וטויב יהיה בניכו לבורכייני לבורה יחס כל אמרי ישראל בכל עיסי וכל שוב בשלומך וברוי וזה שולוים בוריך אתו אדוני המבורה יחס עמו ישראל בשולוים אלוהים בלעו סיינו שלנו לכם אלה חפיים עטו בלכנו תעביר על פשע ושמחה יושר גלסתנו ושום תעזי שבוסינו ושק שמני מאמר קריאה יקרא בשם אדוני ושום נאמר יעבר אדוני עד פונה ויקרא אדוני אל רק ולך אדוני רפיים ורב חסד ואמס לא יזכסו להבין אותו Also rein, der ist schon als Backwood schon mehr bei Athen, aber Athen und schon mehr ist gerade wie gerade als Schmei Rabo. Wir all ist ja mal wieder zu können kommen Schichai. Geiger wir merken, wir gaan op iets gooien maken. Hoe weet waar ik kom in weer heel mij. Ja, ik Schmei Rabo met Burak bij Olam London mai. Maar ik sta maar wie staat op zijn salon bij ik toe berichten. Der eine mit uns so geschaut und ich bekomme von länger muss da mir wir haben wir mein. Skabai Zelois oi bois und wir wollen sprechen über die Schweiz und wir mein. Ja, ich komme mich bei mir heim, und wir wollen so wir mein. Also schon im Räumo, ja, schon im Monat war von so wir mein. Nein, wir Shabbat ja drin nach Gold. Nicht mehr aber haben wir was wollte ich mir so zum Beispiel kommen ich meine mal. Gut, wir müssen da durch was ich hier war es bei uns. Da wir hier so. Wenn aber ja wir melek al kolor, weil wir ja wir יכולת תשמוי חוד.
גדל והתקדש מרבה, ועל מה דברה חירותי וכוחותי ועצמך כל כני וקרב שיפי וחייכון ומפון חיי תכול בית ישראל והגלה בזמן קריב ואמרו אמן ובטח ויעיד ברך וישתבח ויתבר ותרומם נשיא ויתהדר ותרים ויתהלל שמי דקושה ולילה וכל ברכתה ושירתה ובחתה ונחמתה דאחר על בעל מערי.
I'm still here at the synagogue on Dezhevy Street, Dezhevy 23 in Budapest. Earlier we interviewed Rabbi Blech, the chief rabbi of Kiev, who's been there for 32 years. Right now I have a young man here, an Israeli, who's been working with Rabbi Blech for 15 years. Yaakov?
Schindler.
Yaakov Schindler?
Yeah.
That's your last name, Schindler?
Yeah.
How can you walk around with a name like Schindler? Yaakov Schindler.
Easy, yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Naim Yod. You're very photogenic. You smile. You should be in show business.
My business is work with kids.
Tell me, just in general, I mean, it's this last 15 years.
Yeah.
What brought you to Kiev? What have you been doing? And how is the war situation? You talk, instead of me asking stupid questions.
Okay. I came to Kiev, like you said, almost 15 years ago. I came for 2 weeks. My plan was to come for 2 weeks to take care of one of the teacher in school that he went to Israel for 2 weeks. And someone called me, asked me if it's interesting for me to come to a school in Kiev.
You were a substitute.
I was a yeshiva bocher.
Right.
Yeah.
In Jerusalem.
Yeah. And I said, okay, for 2 weeks, yeah, why not? I'll come. It was in the summertime. I came. And I fell in love with the community, with my job, with the kids. And after a couple of years, I became a manager of the school. And Baruch Hashem, I have a lot of students. Even they got married already, and they have kids.
And you learned Russian.
Yeah, I'm good in language.
How old are you?
34.
Do you have a wife and children?
Yeah, I just got married a year ago.
Oh, Mazel Tov.
Thank you. Yeah.
So no children yet?
Not children. Not yet.
And your wife is Russian? Or is
My wife, born in Kharkov, in Ukraine.
Okay.
She grew up in Moscow by community of Rabbi Goldschmidt.
Oh, Goldsmith, of course.
And she made Aliyah when she was 20 years old.
And you met in Israel?
No, I met her when I was in New York for Sukkot. And I meet over there a friend.
In Brooklyn?
And Muncie.
In Muncie?
Yeah.
I have a good friend that lives there, Danny Sussman.
I don't know Danny Sussman.
There's a lot of people in Muncie.
Yeah.
I've been there before. So you met her in Muncie?
Yeah, and we got married in the middle of the Corona time. We had a beautiful wedding.
And nobody got the corona?
No.
You're very lucky.
Yeah,
because Danny
right.
Sussman got the corona because people were not being careful.
Wow. No, so we did it outside,
Okay.
and and not in a closed place, and it was very.
And where is she now?
She in the hotel.
At the Hungarian hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, she's right there.
Yeah, 10 minutes walk from here. I just came to Mincha.
So tell me more about, you got to Kiev and you were teaching. Go on.
Yeah, and then 3 months ago, yeah.
Okay, but the 15 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, right.
So what are some of your experiences with the Russian Jewish community in Kiev?
In Kiev, we had a beautiful community, lovely people, And my job was in the morning to be in school, to teach the kids Hebrew and tradition, Jewish tradition, and afternoon and night with the student.
How old were these kids?
In school that I worked, it was from 5 till 14.
And most of the parents,
Yeah.
these kids are children of atheist Russians.
Yeah.
All those Russians were atheists.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know from my Russian relatives on my wife's side.
Yeah. And they decide to send the kids to a Jewish school because they're interesting. They don't want the kids to gonna lose all the
What they learned.
yeah. So,
And have some of them made Aliyah already?
yeah, sure, a lot of yeah.
And how did the parents react when these children were learning about being a Jew?
The parents sent the kids,
Of
yeah.
course. So
and
they wanted it.
They wanted it, and even more. I can tell you that I had a lot of stories in my class, in my school, that when the kids came, the family didn't know nothing about Jewish.
Of course not.
And the kids is coming back home after school and
And they
started to
tell the
ask
parents.
questions. Daddy, why don't have a kippah? Why we not keeping Shabbat?
And not circumcised.
Yep. And then the parents understand that they have to give answers. And the answers is start keeping
Did the parents become more interested in themselves?
more and more.
Did they come to synagogue also?
Yeah, sure.
Did some of them, did they become kosher at home?
They became kosher, they
Wow.
became Shomer Shabbat, they became,
Wow.
yeah.
Did some of them get circumcised as adults? Not so much.
Not so much.
That's more difficult.
Yeah,
That's more difficult. But that's fantastic.
yeah,
And the rabbi, a Black, was there for 32 years.
yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Rabbi Black,
wonderful- but-
when Rabbi Black came to Kiev,
There's nothing.
nothing.
I know.
Many Jewish,
Yeah.
but
they all
Orthodox,
they don't
nothing.
know. Not only Orthodox, they don't know anything.
Yeah.
They
It
didn't
was
know.
after Sovietsky Soyuz, after
That's
but they have to, they didn't allow to be Jewish for
That's
outside.
But some of them went to Israel to make Aliyah, but
Yeah, a
some
lot of
stayed.
them.
Why did the ones who stayed instead of going to Israel?
I think that it's difficult for people like to leave everything,
And the language.
language, mentality, work, friends, family.
Were they mixed with the Ukrainian Gentiles also?
Yeah,
They're totally mixed. And some were married
Yeah, sure.
naturally.
yeah.
It's just like in Hungary. Just
It's like everywhere.
in America too.
In America too.
50% of the Jews marry non-Jews
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
which is normal. I mean,
It's sad because we're losing.
we're losing our tradition
Yeah.
that way.
But
But sometimes they choose. Sometimes a Christian who marries a Jew becomes more religious in Judaism than the Jewish guy who's born into it.
yeah, but one of the work of Rabbi Bleich was on the theory that the Jewish people get married with Jewish people.
Right.
And that's why he made the student part. It was
Right.
one of the, I also work over there. It was a beautiful place that the students have to the day, they finish the day in the university
understand.
and they come at night, they chilling, they hearing people coming and teaching, and we have a beautiful time over there.
When did you come to Hungary?
I came to Hungary a month ago.
So you stayed for a couple of months in Kiev during the war?
No,
Where were you?
we left at home in 24 February, in the first day.
The first to where?
Yeah, to Poland.
Okay, and where? To Krakow?
To,
Or
we
Warsaw?
was Shabbos, it was before Shabbat, so we was Shabbat in Dinov, it's not far from the border.
The border.
And then we went to Israel for 2 weeks.
When you say we, who left? You and your wife?
Yeah, and another more friend.
Other
we
friends.
was together.
So you went to Israel.
Yeah.
At least you saw your family there.
Yeah.
You have 11 brothers and sisters.
Right. One sister, 10
One sister.
brothers.
Wow.
She first, number
Wow.
one, and then
Wow. So you at least saw your family.
Yeah.
From February 24th until when?
Till maybe 8-9 March.
Of March.
Yeah, of
8,
March.
9 March.
Yeah.
And then you came where?
And then we went to New York to the same family that I meet my wife over there
Why did you go to New York? Just for family reasons?
for Purim, for Pesach,
Purim.
for the
Okay.
holidays.
Yeah, it was poor in March.
Yeah,
And then you were in New York.
and then
Muncie.
and Muncie, and then Pesach was together in Florida.
Okay, who wasn't
with the family.
the family?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we came to Budapest.
And how did you know that you have to come to Budapest?
All the time I was in contact with Rabbi Black.
And
He's
he
my
said,
friend, my boss,
So
my
and he said, we need you here.
yeah. He said that me and my wife. My wife is also teaching.
Does she speak Russian too?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
she's
She's
Russian.
born in Ukraine,
Of
grew
course.
up in Moscow.
Does she speak Ukrainian too?
Yeah,
So that's good, so she can look
Yeah.
at the languages.
yeah, and she speaks Hebrew too.
What's her name?
Odelia.
Odelia.
Yeah.
How old is
My
she?
wife. 28,
And you are?
34.
It's ideal age.
Yeah.
Very ideal age. And what you were doing here with these Russians is, Rabbi Black told me, and the rabbi from Antwerpen,
Yeah.
what's his name again?
He's new over here.
I just met him too.
Yeah, he's new. He just
He's a
came.
very nice
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
also very talkative.
He was a plan to bring him to Kiev to work in yeshiva to teach
Right.
the people and then start all the.
He also has 8 children.
Yeah, yeah. So he came to Budapest. What is his name again? I forgot.
Not so sure. He told me. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
And looks like he knows his stuff.
He knows a lot. He has a Talmud Chacham.
The Talmud Chochem.
Yeah.
We say that in Hungarian, Chochem.
Chochem.
Chochem is a chutzpahdik.
Yeah.
It's not just somebody who knows, but somebody who
Makes the-
who thinks he knows even more. People
It's
call
called
me
Oiber Chochem.
Ober Chochem.
Oiber Chochem.
That's me.
It's coming from Yiddish.
Ober
Oiber Chochem.
Chochem.
Yeah. Chochem is a Chochem. Oiber Chochem is a Oiber Chochem. So
I,
we want to
I
be
think
here in
I
the
think
school.
it's important that the people in America know about what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, the people that are here now in Budapest, they're not going on to Israel because they want to go back to Ukraine.
Yeah.
They have family there.
Even family Schindler, me and my wife,
You want to go back to
we
Ukraine?
miss Kiev.
Good.
We're ready for more than 3 months with.
What was your experience in
Suitcase.
Kiev? Did you experience anti-Semitism before the war?
I was living Kiev for 15 years, and even not one time, I didn't feel
And you wore the kippah?
like this.
And the
like
tzitzit,
now,
and
kippah,
the
I'm
tzitzit,
like
everything.
this. I walk everywhere in Ukraine. Nothing, never.
So this is really, people should know this Putin invention about neo-Nazis
Yeah.
is totally crazy.
I was for 15 years. It's not a treat for 3 weeks.
Of course.
Never ever. And I worked with people that looks like much more.
Oh, just like the rabbi.
Yeah,
with the
in
kappa.
Shabbat with a
Of course,
shtreimel
with a shtreimel.
and long payas and
And nobody.
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 So we
spit
walk
on
through
you.
the street.
Nobody said you're a dirty Jew.
They said Shalom Aleichem.
They said shalom.
Yeah, they said Shalom Aleichem.
Did you
They
meet
say-
Zelensky?
I didn't meet him. I was in a place that he was too. I didn't meet him. But the Rabbi Black.
Look, besides doing this interview for JLTV, which
Yeah.
I'm very proud of, I run the Mensch Foundation.
Mhm.
That's a foundation that's a non-profit in the United States, which I started in Hungary. We would like to, I hope this war comes to an end real soon,
Amen.
we would like to give the Mensch Award to Zelensky and to Rabbi Black. Don't tell him.
Okay.
Don't tell Zelensky.
They meet each other already.
That's okay, but you don't tell them.
I'm not.
You are my sniff.
It's our secret.
And you are my sniff. You know what sniff is?
Yeah.
You are my people who don't know what sniff is. It's a franchise. If you have a McDonald's in LA and you open a McDonald's in Tel Aviv, that's your sniff.
Yeah.
That's your branch. You are my
It's not a
branch.
branch.
It's a secret.
Okay.
When this is Ganza Megillah is over, and I hope it's very soon.
Amen.
It's very painful. For me, I was a refugee in 1956, so I know what these
How does it
younger
feel
kids
like?
go through, and they're in between. They don't know. We at least knew we're going to America. We went to America. It was goodbye to Hungary. It was sad because my mother had family here, parents and my grandparents, but still, it was not in limbo. This is more limbo.
Yeah. Now, much more. People. I think not a lot of people went to America from Ukraine. Most of the people they're still with suitcase and waiting to come back home.
And then even if they could go to Israel legally, they want to still go back to their home
Right.
because They feel
This is
that's their
home.
home.
Yeah.
Kiev is
Home
their
sweet home.
And especially since you mentioned, it's very important for the audience to know that you felt no anti-Semitism
Never,
in 15
ever.
years.
Never
Fantastic.
ever.
Fantastic.
People very, very love me in Kiev. Very.
Well, I don't
They
speak
love
Russian.
Jews, yeah.
I don't speak Russian, but I know Toda Rabba Lacha, Habibi,
It's a Hebrew.
and thank
Say
you.
большое спасибо. Or in
Пожалуйста.
Ukraine we have to say дякую.
Thank you. Pожалуйsta. It's very special. It's very special because my mother-in-law is from Kiev.
Yeah, you told me.
And when she speaks Hungarian, she still speaks like she's from
The
Russia.
accent.
Oh yeah. My daru. I speak my daru. No, it's very good. You have Shabbos here?
There,
Yeah.
over here they
You make Shabbos here?
Yeah, make like already 3-4 Shabbos with the
No,
people.
but this Shabbos,
This
Friday.
Shabbos we're not gonna be here.
No, where? Where
I
you
and my wife we leaving tomorrow morning for 2 weeks. We're coming back to the
Where you go? To Israel?
camp. Yeah, we're going to see my family.
But other people are coming here for Shabbos?
Over here we davening, and 10 minutes walk from here we have a big hall that
Where?
we're eating over there,
Where?
and in the school.
In Veshaleni Street?
Yeah, over
And what-
there we're eating. We're making the meals.
So you do daven here.
Davening
What-
here, meals
what
over
time?
there. Shabbat, it's Friday afternoon. The davening over here it's
7:30?
7:30, and then the meals over there 8 o'clock.
All the Ukrainians.
Yeah,
I want to bring my mother-in-law and my wife to
you
speak
have to.
Russian.
Yeah,
So 7:30 here.
yeah. And they're walking from here 10 minutes.
Veshaleni, what
Yeah.
number?
I can check.
Okay.
I'll check. I'll
Number
tell you
3 is
exactly.
where Oberlander lives.
I'll tell you exactly.
But you're not connected to Oberlander, to Chabad. This is traditional Orthodox.
Yeah, no, I think they have day school, they have day
Right.
everything,
Right.
and the school that we are now has different community. They gave it to
That's
school.
my Nemka.